show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped, sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped, sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, glowing up, but we still trapped. That's how a nigga survives. Flowing out, got the crowd packed. Yeah, that's how a nigga provides. Y'all insta this, y'all snap that, y'all diss this, and they snap back. Another mass shooting in the headlines. I'm like, damn, where that attack at? Cause y'all think this about race. They font that shit in your face. It's like every day it's the same agenda. It's really not that hard to trace. Fuck it, we might as well face it. Accept it, whatever it's wrapped in. There'll come a day when they run out of grace. So me and my niggas stay trapping. Yeah, ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped, sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Hey, someone be too who I wanted to be and then what I became. Ended up going my own way, but I couldn't stay in my lane. Now if I'm honest, I've taken a liking to wearing these chains. They hold me down, make it easier when I start feeling the pain. Out of the overflow, your heart, they say your mouth speaks. Well, my heart must be fucked up, cause I can't speak and I can't sleep. So I stay woke in this daydream. Got shit to do, got the world to see. Got the same crew, got some new fleets. There's an empire, fuck a boutique, that's real. I only say what I feel, got a new plate with the same meal. On a new hype with the same chill. Y'all too fake, I stay real. Got cast down from heaven, but I'm too good to stay in hell. I don't know where the story ends, but I keep writing like, oh well, oh well. Yeah, I keep writing like, oh well, oh well. Yeah. Hey, I don't know where the story ends, but I keep writing like, oh well, oh well. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped, sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah, we ride around this ghost. If we show up, then we still have it. Yeah, we slide around this coast. Yeah, we glowing up, but we still trapped, sitting high up on the stone. Put my foes out, got the world clapping. Yeah, we vibing up in this show. So your main girl in the private section. Yeah.
One song that you heard so many times, and every time you hear it, you're like, I'm not gonna bump to this song, but then you start catching a vibe. I'm sorry, not sorry.
Yeah.
East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Love with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Love with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Love with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Love with the gang, gang, gang. You know.
Yeah, whoa, East Coast with that gang, gang. You know we don't play games, whoa. Hop up on that wagon, oh please just get out the way. You know we stay stuntin', right up in your face. We sorry, not sorry, we just stuck up in our ways. West Coast gon' head stand up, put that glass and hands up. Gang, 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 we famed up. Got that change, we bagged up. Crew love, we stay manned up. Ahem like I'm Weezy, yeah. Rap game just too easy, drip so sick I'm queasy, whoa.
East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Love with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Love with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Love with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Love with the gang, gang.
Yeah. Watch me finesse, walk to the line. Good versus evil, God in his prime. Always in prime, always on time. Our time to shine, wifey is fine. I'm doing fine, glad that you asked. God fill me up, mud in my glass. God clean me up, all that I ask. Wherever you headed there fast. I am ahead, you are in last. Last time I checked, you were all gas. Gas in the whip it up fast. Fast and all furious, I'm starting to spaz. Getting all curious, you put me on blast. Blasting that Darius, kids in the back. Back to the future is black. Black like T'Challa, Wakanda attack. Oh.
East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Love with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Love with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Love with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang. East Coast with the gang, gang, gang. West Coast with the gang, gang, gang. Love with the gang, gang, gang. You know we don't play gang, gang.
Swolenormous.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testing, testing, testicles, testicles. Welcome, everyone, to episode 16 hundo and 59 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beardcast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleevescast, and slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex.
The little rascal has spirit.
We all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and your hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swolio, back with another episode. Let's get some more gorillas going on. How are we doing for a wonderful theft today? It is Friday, November the 20th, and we're coming up on Spanksgiving. We're coming up on more holidays. We're coming up on a lot of stuff. We're coming up on a lot of uncertainty. We're coming up on a lot of cold weather. We're coming up on a lot of fear. Everyone's so afraid, and everyone's, oh my God, Daddy, tell me what to do, Daddy. Daddy, tell me what to do. Wrap me in a warm blanket and tell me it's going to be okay. We're going to be fine, by the way. I don't know what you're all watching. I don't know what news you're watching or what fear-mongering you're watching, but we're going to be fine. Things are going to be okay. Just make sure that you got your fucking Swole fam on. Make sure you got your 7 pillars on. You're going to make it through this season just fine. I promise you. We're going to be fine. We're just going to be fine. I'm not a big fan of everyone locking shit down because that didn't seem to work well the first time. And everyone else that did that, I don't think you should be taking people's health and fitness and freedoms away. I'm not a big fan of that. You know what we talked about yesterday? One of the crazy things is, the healthy people are going to get less healthy. You're making sick people sicker and healthy people sicker and more vulnerable, because now people can't. Every time I go on TikTok and I'm like, go to the fucking gym. You should go to the fucking gym. Go to the fucking gym. Everyone's like, my gym's closed. They just shut it down. They just shut down my gym. I can't go. It's like, fuck, what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do when you can't go to the gym, when you can't get your pump on? Not everyone has a home gym. I've been saying you should be getting some bands. You should be getting some kettlebells. You should be getting some shit and ordering that stuff. You should have your stuff locked in already. You should make sure that you're getting what you need, even if your gym is still open, because it might not be open for long, but you can't control whether or not it's open. That's the thing. That's why it's so important to have stuff at home. That's why it's so important to have your home gym locked in. Even if you like going to the gym, even if you prefer going to a gym, you can't be dependent on whether or not the building is open, whether or not daddy state is going to say, hey, you can work out. Hey, you can't work out. Well, I'll tell you what, in your basement, in your garage, in your living room, no one can tell you what to do. Well, they might try to tell you to wear a mask, but no one can tell you not to work out. You can get your fucking pump on at home. Just make sure that you're able to get shit done, which is why Swolenormous X is so important, which is why the Swole fam is so awesome. So those of you that are part of the Swole fam, drop some biceps and gorillas down below. Where my Swole fam at? Where's my Swole fam beaches at? Not everyone here is a member. Not everyone here is a member of the Swole fam. So we got some new releases last week. We got some new releases coming up this week. We got a lot of great stuff coming. But as you know, inside Swolenormous X, we are rocking it 24/7, 365. This year was tough for a lot of people, but the Swole fam, even though it was tough for all of us, we had a lot of stuff we had to go through. We had a lot of pivots to make. We had a lot of, a lot of centering. We had to stay on the bullseye. We had to stay focused. We had to make sure we're focusing on our 7 pillars, making sure we're doing what we need to get done, because we can only control so many things. And the Swole fam's been crushing it all year. We've been losing tons of weight, building tons of muscle. Everyone in the comments, if you had a big 2020, drop that in the comments. My point being is this next winter season is essentially going to be like 2020 compressed. I mean, there's going to be lockdowns, it's going to be cold. There's going to be a lot of shit going on. Obviously, the election's not over yet. Everyone that thinks it's over is just not looking at the facts. There's a lot of stuff that's uncertain. So there's going to be a lot of stress, and you're going to have a lot of these conversations with family around Thanksgiving and people talking, and everyone's an expert. Everyone thinks they know what they're fucking talking about. They watch 5 minutes of a news clip and they're going to be spouting all this nonsense. In other words, you have to be centered. You have to make sure you're doing your meditation, doing your exercise. You got to go internal, put the blinders on, ignore all the other bullshit, and get your fam locked in today. So If you haven't checked it out yet, if you're not yet a member, join now. We got some early access Black Swole Week specials going on. Like I mentioned in a lot of my content, we launched all this stuff early because a lot of people are dealing with lockdowns now. And a lot of you have been messaging me or answering in comments on posts that your gym's already locked down, that they've shut things down. So if you want to make sure that you're staying consistent this holiday season, whether your gym's open, closed, up, down, close, far, doesn't matter where your gym is now inside Swolenormous X. You can't lock down, you can't shut down the Swole fam, you can't shut down Swolenormous X. So check it out, swolenormousx.com, and all that information will be over there. You can also download your free copy of the 7 pillars and all that good stuff. And remember, make sure you subscribe to the podcast. If you're brand new, drop some cherries. If it's your first Mancast, if it's your first live stream, we're about to bust this beach out of the nut and get started. But make sure you are subscribed to the Daily Swole, Apple Podcast, Spotify, all that good shit. Kashina, those 7 pillars are essential. I agree. I follow them myself. It gives you that nice bullseye to focus on every fucking day. Nathan, I've been slowly buying dumbbells. Good move. Siobhan, do people not realize they can do bodyweight exercises at home? Well, a lot of people use that excuse, my gym's closed, I can't work out, because they really don't want to work out anyway. They act like, oh, well, my gym's closed, now I can't. Well, you can. You can. The gym is just a room. It's just a room that you pay for and you borrow their equipment. You're essentially renting equipment. Like, hey, if I give you this much money every month, can I come in whenever I want? Well, during the hours, can I come in whenever I want and pick these things up and move them around? Sure. Here, give us this amount of money every month and you can come here and use our stuff. Cool. Thank you. Thank you. That's awesome. You can do that at home and you don't have to ask permission. You can just fucking get your pump on. You can just fucking get your pump on. Yeah. Fancy that. All right. So make sure you check out swolenormousx.com. Check out the podcast on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Let's bust this beach open, cover your nips, and put some respect on it. Yeah, beach? Drop some unicorns in the comments. Respect the Tessie. Let's bust this beach open. Sexy beach. That's a sexy beach, and my God, Leo. I mean, if there's ever a day, cheers, bro. But like, I mean, it's Friday. You're starting a little bit early. Friday at 3 o'clock with the champagne. Not so sure about the champagne on a Friday. Anyway, drop the hashtag FEF down below for a chance to win today's Swole card. FEF stands for Fuck 'em Friday. So let's drop that down below. Okay, so if you're brand new, drop some cherries in the comments. We're going to get into just the tip in a second. Remember, drop in the comments whom or where you deleted people. So you're going to go through your Facebook, you're going to go through your Instagram, go through your TikTok, go through your podcasts, go through your YouTube subscriptions, and you're going to delete and unfollow, unsubscribe, not to Papa Swolio. You want to keep my subscriptions. Well, if I'm not giving you value, you're not going to follow me anyway, but make sure you're deleting and unfollowing bullshit that doesn't serve you. You hear what I'm saying? That doesn't serve you. That does not give you value. That does not help you get to that next level. Delete all the bullshit in your fucking life and drop that hashtag down below. If you use hashtag FEF, you could write Fuck 'em Friday if you want to spell it out. It's okay. You can do that here. But make sure you drop that hashtag down below and drop also a couple comments on whom you, like, what have you been dealing with? A lot of you are probably dealing with stuff in your work environment, other places. What did you delete? What did you get rid of? What did you clean out of your... What did you clean out of your life? Let me just let me move this over a little bit. Let's get this beach a little bit more lined up. There we go. There we go. Let's get some sexy FEF there. There we go. That's a sexy beach. There we go. That's a sexy beach right there. You could do it more often. You should do it every day. You legit should do it every day. You should always be doing it. But this is a great day to remind yourself, okay, I should be doing this today. if you didn't do it Thursday, you're not necessarily going to be focusing and thinking, okay, I'm deleting all these people today. You should always be mowing your lawn, always be focusing on your community. But it's good to have a day where you're like, okay, snap out of it. I need to delete some beaches. It's a reminder, a weekly reminder to be like, hey, I got to get my fucking shit together. Time for me to get my fucking shit together. Nothing but positivity for me, Justin. So I'm talking about Heather. I've run out of people to dump. Nick C. I unfollowed fitness influencers that were great and are now pushing out fat acceptance bullshit. Oh. Did you guys catch the brand new Swolenormous video? The brand new Extra Thirsty over on the Swolenormous channel. Just dropped a brand new one about body positivity. Warp, warp, warp. This is hurt my feelings. Come on, stop whining. It hurt my feelings. Beth Morrison, I do this every day. Anything I see that is wasting my time is out. Is out. Dawn Ford, I unfollowed a shit ton of mukbang pages. Good. Good for you. Tracy, toxic family are trying to contact me at the moment, and I have not worked out in days. Amazing how much you can lose focus when bad energy gets you. I block them, but they leave phone messages. Phone messages? I don't listen. If you call me and leave a voicemail, it's not getting answered. I don't listen to voicemails. Send a text message. It's 2020. Save everyone some time. A voice message. Hi. How are you? Remember back when you had the actual tape messages and people would leave those long fucking messages? How many of you knew that everyone had one person? I remember my mom had it was kind of a joke, but it was a acquaintance, kind of like a friend when I was growing up. And this woman used to call up friends of my mom. I don't think I was friends with the children. They were too young for me. Maybe it was my sister. I forget. Anyway, she used to call and leave a message. We would hear her voice come on and be listening, and it would just talk and talk and talk. When I say it, I mean, we're talking full-blown conversations with themselves, like a podcast on the voicemail. Just wouldn't stop talking. Would just go on and on. We'd be sitting there like laughing, biting our fists, like, oh my God, this person will not stop talking. Long messages. Like, get the fuck out of here. Send me a text message. Let me know what the deal is. If you call me up and don't call and then not leave a message and not send a text. If you call and just don't do anything, you just call, oh, missed call. Okay. It's not important then. If it's important, send a text message so you could see it. Oh, here. Give me the info. Give me the fucking info. Give me that info. Yow. Give me that information.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Destiny, I delete Facebook off my phone every week, and then every Monday I have to reinstall it so I can catch the accountability. Facebook. Just move it. Just move it off. Rearrange your apps on your desktop. You can do that. It's one strategy. Move them off your homepage or rearrange your phone now and again. That way you have to actually look for things. You're less likely to habitually click on apps. Yeah. If you want notifications, make sure you sign up. Make sure you sign up for Swolenormous X. All memberships get access to Swole Text, and I send out those messages well in advance, 10, 15 minutes before I go live. Now, if you're not getting them on time, that could just be your service or the connectability to the towers, but they all get sent out about 15 minutes before we go live. That way you can get prepared, you can get your water ready, you can get all set up, get all ready for the Mancast. Speaking of which, let's get into it. Babe, just an inch. It's cold outside. I think it is. All right, let's get into the first post. Let's talk to some Swole fam. Let's see what we got in the Swole fam. What we got with Mander. Pander. All right. Amanda says, from inside the Swole fam, it's a great Fef day. It's a great Fef day today. Let's get some more applause. I'm excited. Wow. I'm stoked. I'm stoked for some Fef today. I'm ready. Lay it on me thick. All right, Amanda, since I kind of touched base on this in today's episode, I'll finish it off on here. My husband has shitty ass habits. Does he wipe back to front? That's rude. You get poop on your balls. Be careful. He has shitty ass habits. My goodness. Shitty ass habits. You should put a hyphen there, because when you say shitty ass habits, I'm like, oh my God, he's got terrible ass habits. He can't have any bad ass habits. Got to have only good ass habits. Shitty ass. Your husband's he's got poop butt. He's got shit butt. I want to get a bidet or something like that. Anyway, I'm just spitballing here. That might not be what you meant, but I digress. I beg to differ. My husband has shitty ass habits. See how the emphasis can just be so different? Shitty ass habits or shitty ass habits. You see how language, nuance is important. Nuance is important. My husband has shitty ass habits. I can't even get past this now. He's passing these habits onto our kids. Oh my God, they're not going to wipe well either. My daughter hasn't picked up on them yet, but she's my mini Swole. Aw. I'm only home for dinner 2 nights a week because of work. On those 2 nights, I cook dinner and make the kids' plates. The other 5 nights, my husband does it, plus he'll make mine. I almost never eat anything he puts on my plate. It's heaped with food, like OCB on a Sunday full. OCB on a Sunday full. I don't know what that means. So anyway, you could drop in the comments below. I don't know what that means. So anyways, one night we have a super late dinner. He dishes up our boys their plates. I was shocked. I wanted to scream. That's more than I eat. He feeds the boys like they're adult bodybuilders and wonders why they're fat. Oh, they're fat. Oh, that's a problem. You should not have fat kids. He feeds the boys like they're adult bodybuilders and wonders why they're fat. Last week, our 10-year-old had a bunch of blood tests done because he's around 40 pounds overweight for his height. Old Country Buffet. No one should know that acronym. No one should know it. Last week, our 10-year-old had a bunch of blood tests done because he's around 40 pounds overweight for his height. Holy shit. All we found out is his white blood cell count is elevated and his cholesterol is off. We have more tests scheduled for after Thanksgiving. In my head, I keep thinking, is it even possible for him to have high cholesterol? He's 10. I don't buy that much fatty foods to cause this, do I? Plus, I found out my oldest boy, 12, has been skipping the gym. He has asthma and will tell the teacher he's wheezing to get out of gym. I really just needed to vent, fam. Plus we go remote learning after today. So depending on the schedule, everyone is getting gym class with mom before she goes to work. Yeah, this is bad. That's bad. The high cholesterol debate. I mean, high cholesterol doesn't mean unhealthy. It's all contextual. It all depends on the entire profile, what you're consuming, all these other aspects. And I'm not going into depth on that, but there's many different types of cholesterol. There's many different new approaches that everyone's been discovering. So it's not just numbers high, numbers low. It's not that black and white. Depends on the context of the entire person. But when you're 10 years old, you shouldn't be having problems. When you're 10 years old, obviously you're not doing that because he's a really super high keto. He's on a carnivore diet or something like that. No, he's unhealthy. So yeah, extremely important for you and your husband to get on the same page, because if your 10-year-old is 40 pounds overweight, that's really bad. That's really bad. So make sure that you get that locked down, because you're not setting that kid up for a successful life. And that's what your job is as parents. So yeah, got to make sure you get that locked in. Get that locked in for sure. Let's see here. Raven, when I was an overweight kid, my dad got me portion control plates. It made such a difference. Gym class with mom for the win. Teach those boys. Cerny, Amanda, you need to get on your hubby's ass. Yeah, get on those shitty ass habits. Christina, last time I was at Golden Corral, I legit wanted to vomit. It's upsetting to me to graze like an animal and eat for recreation. It's just not natural. Not to graze like an animal, you mean? Or to graze? Yeah, people eat as like an entertainment. They eat as if it's an event. That's like their exercise. That's their excitement. What do you want to do tonight? Let's go eat. That's weird, right? It's weird because you have to unpack you have to unpack the societal norms. You have to unpack the fact that people normally do this. We associate eating as the event in so many different ways. So we have to unpack and be like, hey, we can have fun. We can go and do something that has nothing to do with food. It doesn't have to revolve completely around food. We can do an activity. We can eat food, sustain ourselves, consume, be satisfied, and then go and do an activity. Doesn't have to be the food, and the eating doesn't have to be the activity. it should be the fuel. It should be fueling up, and then it should be moving on with your day and going on to do what you're going to do. Any of you have overweight kids or deal with that yourself? You could drop that in the comments. Some of you are already. We got a post. Hey, that's right. We just second live stream today for, I believe, Amethyst, brand new member of the fam. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the fam. Amethyst, I feel fucking great. That's what I like to hear. Let's get some more gorillas here. Got my Swole on during the Daily Swole podcast. Even got a few shout outs. Added a few reps to my workout to really feel that burn. Did some yoga and meditation. Today is the first day I did all three and I love it. Yoga is very new to me. There are a lot of stretches and movements I can't do just yet because my belly gets in the way or I'm not flexible enough yet. However, I have every confidence in myself that I will get there in no time. I used to meditate daily but stopped for whatever reason, and it feels so damn good, so damn right to be doing it again. That's you. That's you. It is you. It is you. Good for you.
It's the fucking Catalina one. It's the fucking Catalina one.
Welcome. I love it. I love it. I love it. One of these things I love is when people have had experience with this before. They know the benefits of meditation. Oh, I used to do this when I was younger. I did this when I was doing martial arts. And I remember doing this for a little bit. Well, now when you're part of the Swole fam, now when you're locking down those 7 pillars and you're checking those off every day, you have all the tools. And that's a great way to explain it. A lot of people don't know what the 7 pillars are, but when you join Swolenormous X, you have access to all 7 of them, all the tools that you need to crush all 7 of those pillars. And it's so important to hit those every day. And we've said so many, many times, it's not like it's going to look the same every day. It's not like you're never going to have, any kind of issues. You're going to be perfect every day. There's no such thing as perfection, but there's striving for better and there's striving for more and more consistency. There's striving for improvements, even on a small level or on a micro level, on like little pieces on a daily basis. You create that foundation better. You execute, you lay those bricks down better, more solid, more resilient, right? You do a better job with each of those pillars. And if you get better, just think incrementally, if you get a little bit better to that pillar number 1, if you get community and you nail that down a little bit better every day, you nail nutrition a little bit better every day, you nail training a little bit better every day, you nail your recovery, a little bit better every day over time. Your mobility improves and you're focusing on that a little bit more every day, and mindfulness a little bit, and you're doing that every day, which means you're being consistent. Guess what? Like all of that is going to get better. All your results, all the outcomes from those types of little incremental improvements are going to get better every day. And that's all it is, a practice. Practice, 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 practice. And you have to practice practicing. You have to practice practicing. Practice practicing. Let's take a question, then we'll get into the first shit post of the day. Shall we dance? Remember, if you want your question featured, drop the hashtag #AskPapaSwolio with your question down below. Let's get a question going. This is from Instagram at Swolenormous. This is from DillPickle00. All right, DP. Papa Swolio, what are your favorite core exercises? Ooh, favorite core exercises. Well, I do a lot of kettlebell stuff. I do a lot of free weights, so I get my core plenty, thank you. I mean, I love doing some hanging leg raises, stuff like that, but your core is technically from your pelvis all the way up to your cervical spine. So doing yoga, practicing yoga, and seriously, if you want to combine strength, power, mobility, like just body awareness, and you want to learn some like just skills and practice, I love the execution and the focus that's necessary for kettlebell work, because it's all about the technique. The strength is all about the technique. It's such a high risk when you're doing these power movements, but it's just a beautiful balance of strength, of power, of coordination, and things like we talked about yesterday, like Turkish get-ups, or that's one of the best core exercises, because you're getting such rotation, you're getting the obliques, you're getting the serratus, you're getting such shoulder stability. And anytime you do overhead work, you are just exponentially, I shouldn't say exponentially, but anytime you're going overhead, when you have a load overhead, you are creating more demand on your core. So core, like I said, is from the neck. It's from the cervical, from the pelvis all the way up to the cervical spine. So it's everything aside from your arms and legs. So when you're doing some kind of total body exercise, you have the load overhead, as in, for example, a Turkish get-up, and doing yoga too, because you do a lot of these positions where you're driving your hands up to the sky and to the ceiling when you're doing Warrior One. those types of positions where you're doing a twist and reach. You're looking for length. You're not just opening your arms up to the side. You're reaching up. You're looking for that length. So you're creating that tension and that lengthening against gravity. You create that core load and you create that core stability. So there's core stability, there's core strength, there's core power. There's all these different aspects, but that was one of them. We just talked about it yesterday, but there are many, 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 many. So you say my favorite. I don't really like favorites. I like doing different ones, but Turkish get-ups are a great one. That's a great one. And if you're thinking about core, like, oh, what's your favorite thing? Like a crunch. I'm like, that's not core. That's an abdominal exercise. That's not core. That's not how you define core. So just try to clarify and educate with one question. It's a good question. But I definitely try to avoid anything like a favorite because it gets you in a routine. It gets you locked into this rut oftentimes because you start only doing and biasing towards what you prefer to do rather than what you should be doing. Ew, Michelle, last time I went to Golden Corral, a kid put his hand in the chocolate fountain, licked it, and put his grubby paw back in. Gross. That's a nasty beach. That's a nasty beach.
Inconceivable!
That's a nasty boosh right there. That's a nasty little monkey. What does a Turkish getup look like? Can't explain it right now. Definitely can't explain it right now. What does it look like? You're laying on your back with a kettlebell up and you're getting from the ground position up to a standing position. I can't explain the whole thing right now. Let's see. Hey, Papa, where would I post a transformation pic? Oh, post up in the Swole fam. Post up in the private group. Post it up in the private groups. Private groups. Let's see. Tracy, there are very few overweight kids in my kids' school, but the ones that are fat stand out. My kids are not overweight, but they are active at school and walk in the countryside. Nice. Melissa Tate, I was the overweight kid. It sucked. And I wish my mother sent me to fat camp like suggested. Fat camp, is that what we're talking about in the comments? Someone say fat camp? They still have those, huh? My 14-year-old is normal sized. Oh, straight sized, you mean? You mean they're straight sized?
Matt Damon.
My 14-year-old is normal sized as we don't bring shit food in the house and he plays multiple sports. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, let's get into the first. Let's get a little bit more. Let's get a little bit more into the shit post. Drop that in the comments down below. Drop some dookie in the comments if you're ready for the first poop post of the day. We got some good stuff to talk about today. We got some stuff to talk about today. All right. Let's see here. All right. One post. Oh, it's all right. Chill out. One post on Twitch isn't spam. One post. You want followers? No one's clicking that shit. Stupid. If it does it again, I'll just kill this. I'll just kill the Twitch feed. It's not spam. One post. It's all right. It's all right. You'll be all right, Lassie. You'll be all right. It's all right. I can't do that. I can't custom the chat right now. I don't have the window open, but I'll kill the feed if it returns. Okay, let's get some dookie. We got some poop posts in the comments. Remember, hashtag fuck 'em Friday, hashtag FEF if you want a chance to win today's Swole card. Get that text going back here. Here we go. What's in the box, fam? Let's see what we got.
What's in the box?
So we got some letters. We got some letters from Diets Don't Work HAES. Okay, so if you really want a quality screen name, this is the screen name that you choose. Diets Don't Work HAES. If you don't know what HAES is, it's health at every size. So the account is diets_don't_work_HAES. They do work, by the way. You mean eating quality foods work. Your diet, which is the sum of what you consume, it works. If you eat shitty fucking food and you do shitty fucking things, yeah, it's probably not going to work. Okay, if you build a wheel that's square, it's not going to work. Wheels don't work. No, they do. You just can't build a fucking wheel worth a goddamn. All right, so this is a sharing. So diets don't work as sharing, a post from someone with letters after the name, Kathleen Meehan, MSRD. Oh, they're an RD. An RD. Here we go. Skipping meals isn't a health behavior. Stop tolerating messages that normalize disordered eating. I love it. I love it. You got to love this. You got to love these sentences. When you have a bunch of double negatives and triple negatives and all this like negative, negatives, like quadruple negatives, it's so hard to have a conversation with these lunatics because they're using triple and quadruple negatives. Skipping meals isn't a health behavior. So you got like two negatives there. Skipping is not a health behavior. Stop, negative, tolerating messages that normalize disordered. So it's like a positive and negative, a positive and negative. You have all these. Stop tolerating, normalizing disordered eating. It's just almost like a tongue twister. And if you say enough flip-flopping positive and negative messages, you're confusing and you're getting away from the basic point here. What do you call skipping a meal? Like fasting? Like not eating breakfast? I skip meals. It's not a health behavior? You mean not eating all the fucking time? Oh my God, you're not eating all the time? You must be so unhealthy. You must have disordered eating because you're not eating all day long. Does anyone remember yesterday's podcast? I think we should because it was yesterday when I talked about that study that was posted in the article that I read. Remember 4 billion people? If you didn't listen to yesterday's podcast, do so. I go through the whole article. 4 billion people by 2050 will be overweight and 1.5 billion. That's 1.5 billion people will be obese. You got like 40 fucking % of the population that's obese in this country. We need more people skipping meals. What the fuck is wrong with you? The fuck is wrong with you? Have you seen people in this country fat as fuck? Where does that come from? It comes from eating. It's not coming from people shoving food up their assholes. Okay? It's for putting shit in your fucking mouth. You understand? You understand? You do not need to be fucking your mouth all the time. Okay? Unless you're a porn star, stop putting shit into your fucking mouth all the time. Okay? The mouth is made for communicating too, not just eating. You're not supposed to have food all the time. You're not supposed to have it all the time. You're not. Skipping meals isn't a health behavior? My God. Skipping meals? Some people need to skip fucking meals in a big way. Stop tolerating messages. You shouldn't tolerate messages. Don't tolerate them. That's right. These are the wokesters that don't want to tolerate any kind of words and verbiage and ideas that they don't like. Don't tolerate. We should tolerate all messages. It's called freedom of speech. Oh, I forgot. We're not supposed to say things. We're not supposed to voice our opinions anymore, right? I forgot. I forgot. We're ushering in a new phase of our republic. No freedom of speech. I forgot. 2021's coming. I forgot. Bend a knee. I forgot. Sorry for speaking out of line. I'm sorry. Be nice to me. Don't hurt my feelings. Let's read the shit caption. Diet culture is insidious. Ooh, it's insidious. Oh, the diet culture. Ooh, the diet culture is coming for you. Be careful. That diet culture. Look out. Oh my God. Diet culture is Watch out for the diet culture. It's coming for you. It's going to take away your babies. It's going to eat your fucking baby. All right. Diet culture is insidious. Is it now? Our culture normalizes disordered behaviors and it's unacceptable. Fasting. All right. All right. Capitalize a fucking letter. You letterist. Capitalize a letter. What do you have against grammar? I cannot read this stupid shit if you don't capitalize letters and you don't use proper, why is there a fucking period after every goddamn word? What the fuck is this shit? Why is there a period after every fucking word? No. No, this is stupid. This is fucking stupid.
You're not making this easy on me, boy.
This is dumb shit. I can't even read this. Why is there a period after every word? God damn it. Sorry, podcast people. If you're listening and you can't see this, if you're listening to the podcast, you're missing out. You got to watch the live stream. Make sure you follow us live. Daily Swole on YouTube. But you can also listen to the podcast. Hey, how many of you have left a review on Apple Podcasts? Make sure you do so. Come on, fam. Leave a fucking review. Leave a review because we're covering a lot of... All right. Okay, here we go. Diet culture is insidious. Our culture normalizes disordered behaviors and it's unacceptable. I don't know how to read this because there's a period. Fasting, period. Cleansing, period. Eliminating and eliminating and eliminating, period. Micromanaging, period. By the way, these aren't capitalized, just lowercase. Obsessing, period. Aiming for perfection, period. Counting, period. Tracking, period. Burning, period. Earning, period. All or nothing, period. Or all or nothing beliefs, period. Eating as little as possible, fucking, period.
Loud noises!
Cutting out food groups, period. The subtle / not so subtle suggestions that European beauty ideals must be chased at any cost. What the fuck are you talking about? Disordered behaviors detract from well-being, always, period. It's harmful and it's a distraction, period. I'm so grateful you're here learning and unlearning because we need... Okay. You don't understand what you're saying. I'm so grateful you're here learning and unlearning. Thank God I'm learning and unlearning because I do not want to leave having understood any of this bullshit. Moron can't even reverse it properly. You mean you're trying to teach people to unlearn and then fill them back up. What you're doing is you're telling people things and then helping them unlearn it because, oh my God, this person's stupid. Don't listen to anything that they say. So yeah, I've definitely, it just bounced off anyway, but I definitely unlearned it. Anything that I did consume from this post, I've already lost it. This is just a list of bullshit. Just a list of words. Disordered behaviors detract from well-being. Oh, well, tell me more. Please, tell me more. Diets don't work, HAES. Tell me more. I'm really interested. Are you saying disordered behaviors detract from well-being? You mean bad behaviors are bad? Did you know that bad behaviors are bad? Oh, I never thought about that before. Disordered behaviors detract from well-being always. Oh. Eating as little as cutting out food groups, the subtle or not so subtle suggestions, like any kind of suggestion possible around European beauty. You're a dumb fuck.
Matt Damon.
And this is HAES, diets don't work. And Kathleen, you're a silly fucking monkey. You look like a vegan in this picture, by the way. Just saying.
God damn it, I don't know what it is about your face, but I want to deliver one of these right in your suck hole.
Is there anything I can do to work on that?
No, not really. It's your face.
It's just your face, Kathleen. It's just your face. And whoever shared that, your face too. This is stupid. Wow, ridiculous nonsense. Don't you love the Daily Swole? I love it. Man, the main thing that I love about our flow here on the podcast, this is just the absolute, this is the gunch that you see online. And if you talk about any of these posts, if you comment below any of these posts, what are they going to do? Most of the time, the comments are restricted, probably to only people that follow them or that they follow, or they delete posts, or they'll flag you, or they'll flag a comment, or they'll delete it. These people make these outrageous, ridiculous, oh, diets are white supremacy, all these European beauty ideals. Disordered eating is disordered. Oh my God, you don't say. And then they'll block you or ban you, and they don't want any response. They don't want any conversation because they can't defend it. That's why they say ridiculous shit. But it's a one-way thing. It's so nonsensical. It's ridiculous. It's just not even close to factual. But I love this Mancast because we go there, and then right after that kind of shit post, we're like, what the fuck did I just read? How stupid are people in this country? I didn't think they were that stupid. Then we come up with fucking posts like this, and we bring it back to normal, like, oh, these are real people. And yeah, this is the fucking Swole fam. That's why every fucking day I talk about how awesome the Swole fam is and why you should join today. Because yeah, if you want to completely block yourself off from all that bullshit, you got to join the Swole fam, because we won't put up for that fucking nonsense. God, it just makes me say,
He's heating up!
God, that post pissed me off. I got a burp. Not bad. Not bad. Ana Luisa says, hey fam, so today I went to the doctor to take care of a reoccurring cyst on my lower back. Well, they had to weigh me before I could see the doctor. I went from 152 pounds down to 148.6. That's what's up. That's what's up. Last time I was that weight, my friend gave me a weird restrictive diet where I needed to eat chicken, rice, and veggies and a lot of salad. We both wanted to lose weight at the same time, lol. I think she pulled that diet out of thin air. Sure sounds like it. I was hungry all the time. The kicker was I could eat one sweet dessert on the weekend, lol. Ever since I started the elimination diet in October, I feel less bloated, my face is less puffy, and my feet don't hurt anymore. My doctor said I may have heel spurs. I'm not quite sure because she sent me to have them x-rayed. That was in parentheses. The plus side is that I actually feel full after I eat. Oh, you don't say. Thanks, Papa Swolio and fam, for this wonderful community and for the slap to the tits to keep on going.
He's heating up!
Ever since I told my husband how Papa Swolio told someone on the podcast that eating healthy but also eating candy is like stabbing yourself in the leg, he tells me don't stab yourself at work. Ha ha ha. Because they always have candy in the office. Good for you.
Fucking Catalina wine.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer. The fucking Catalina wine mixer.
Fucking wonderful. Absolutely amazing. See? That's what it's like. That's what the results really are like when you take care of your health, when you eat better. Yeah, it actually improves your life. Oh, shocker. Actually improves your life. You actually start feeling better. You don't say. You don't fucking say. But hey, if that was the only Duke post, would it really be a FF? Would it really be a FF? Would it really be a FF if there was only one shit post? I don't think so. We got more, fam. Drop in the comments down below.
What's in the box?
This one's from a doctor. Well, a doctor. Dr. Colleen Reichman. That's right. The Reich is back. Well, no pun intended. All right, let's check out this Duke post here. We got another Colleen Richmond. We got a doctor on their hands here, fam. Dr. Colleen says, cheers to anyone waking up this morning and challenging the disordered rule of waiting to eat until a certain time in the day. True badassery right here.
Matt Damon. Matt Damon. Matt Damon.
My name's Forrest Gump.
Jesus fucking Christ. Cheers to anyone waking up this morning and challenging the disordered rule. What's with this disordered shit? Disorder is like this soft. God, it's such a general, vague fucking term. Disordered. This is the new thing this past year that's been really ramping up. You see it. It's not eating disorder. It's disordered eating. Oh, okay. We're expanding the realm of the patriarchy and white supremacy and systemic diet culture. We're just expanding this. We're making this balloon bigger. We're trying to make a bigger umbrella. We're trying to cover more bases here. Cheers to anyone waking up this morning and challenging the disordered rule of waiting to eat until a certain time of day. True badassery. What are you talking about in the comments? Are you talking about fucking constellations? The fuck are you talking about, Judith? We're talking about fitness, not your fucking stars. I'm just kidding. I'm looking at the comments now. Kashina, disordered eating. Cerny, what kind of doctor is she? What a dork. Let's look at this, okay? So drop in the comments below. What do you think? All right. Disordered eating. How many of you do time restricted eating? How many of you do time restricted eating? Time restricted eating, AKA not eating all fucking day. Apparently, that's the definition. Apparently, not eating all day long. All day long. That's disordered eating? That's disordered eating? Disordered eating, eating out of order. What's ordered eating? What's ordered eating? Disordered eating. So waiting until a certain time in the day to eat. Don't you always do that? Don't you always do that? Like by when you go to eat something, you're technically eating at that time. Oh, because you planned it, because you're not eating until 2 p.m. True badassery? No. That's not badassery at all. So anyone waking up this morning and challenging the disordered rule, I am challenging the disordered rule of waiting to eat until a certain time of day. I am waking up and stuffing my fucking face immediately upon waking. I'm a true badass. No, you're not. That's this fucking nonsensical bullshit. True badassery. It's not badass at all. I mean, it sounds like eating when you shouldn't be eating, or eating when you don't need to eat, or eating for the sake of eating, or eating to fight the fucking power, which doesn't exist. No one fucking cares what time of day that you eat. Bottom line, if you're eating too much, you should probably not eat too much, because you're going to gain a lot of weight. You're going to have high risk for all these fucking issues. Do you want to have issues with COVID? Do you want to have problems with viruses? Do you want to be more susceptible to heart disease and cancer and diabetes? Do you want to? Do you want to have trouble seeing your dick or your clit, tying your shoes, walking up and down the stairs, playing with your kids? Do you want to be a higher risk for having an injury, for tripping and falling, not being able to catch your body weight, stability, mental health, clarity? Do you have any other issues? Quality of food, joint pain, migraines, bloating, anything? Oh my God, disordered rule of eating. Stupid fucks. Legit stupid fucks that trying to negate any other type of structure rather than their own sensitivities. It's not a disordered rule. It's called not eating all the time. Man, these people would die instantaneously in the wild because they'd be hungry every fucking 5 minutes. Oh my God, what am I going to eat? Nothing for a couple days until we find a buffalo to kill. That's what people used to deal with. Hunter-gatherers used to have to move your tribe to find the food. But you don't have to do any exercise. You get to sit on your couch, watch Netflix, and use your thumb and order pizzas all day. Disordered rule. Stupid. I don't know what she's a doctor of, but I'm embarrassed for any of her clients I'm embarrassed for anyone that follows that bullshit. That's what's keeping this country unhealthy. We don't need arms around the shoulder. That doesn't work. We've seen that. We've proven that. We're getting fatter and sicker than ever. It's not helping. Hashtag Pfeff. Hashtag fuck 'em Friday. Hashtag fuck 'em Friday, beaches. Drop that in the comments down below. All right, let's see what we got.
What's in the box?
Swole fam style. Ayana, and then we're gonna go deep. Ayana, does anyone have experience or firsthand knowledge of women losing weight to get pregnant? It's one of the reasons I am losing, and my husband and I are finally taking our health seriously. Any thoughts or advice? Firsthand knowledge of women losing weight. Firsthand knowledge for what? I'll leave that to all of you. It's one of the reasons I am losing. Well, you should. You don't want to be obese, higher risk for complications, I would assume. Well, as with anything else. And my husband and I are taking good. Any thoughts or advice? Drop that in the comments down below. Any of you that have had the babies, your thoughts or your experience with that. Drop that in the comments down below. And we shall move on. We should go deeper. So follow up and drop those in the comments. Those of you that maybe have lost weight before you got pregnant, or any other thoughts on that question from Ayana. Let's see another post here. Let's see what we got here. We got another one. This one's from Beth. Oh, a little Yogi T. Beth says, fuck me, fam. So I got ballsy and logged all my food for today. I feel hungry. I'm actually just over 2,000 calories. Well, shit. Stressed about some stuff and talking myself into a second shot of whiskey because less calories than beer and wine, right? I'm like, no, damn it, I can do this. Decided to make tea and read a book instead. And this is what I got. Love yourself so that you may know how to live with self-respect. Oh, look at that. Your tea was speaking to you. Remember, a lot of like calorie consumption, a lot of like what you eat certain times a day is just habit. It's not even your body really craving. It's just you being used to going for certain things, going for a drink, going for food, not hydrating enough, being up too late, being exhausted and chronically sleep deprived and not realizing it and crashing and having those cravings at 8 o'clock at night when your body is really just fucking tired as hell, but you're not used to going to sleep at 8. So you don't even think about that. It's a sleep concern. There's a lot of issues that get ignored because we don't really live the way we're supposed to from an evolutionary standpoint. Let's see, Tracy, going back to that pregnancy question, losing weight before pregnancy really helps with weight loss afterwards. Well, thank you. Good input. Good input. Let's see. Apostra, atro, pasta, fate. Pregnancy symptoms will go better when not overweight. Jessica, it's harder to get pregnant when you're obese. Beth, being overweight can mess with your estrogen and men's testosterone, so reproduction can be more challenging. Dallin, yes, hormones. When you lose weight from being obese, hormones become more effective. I am a nurse. All right. So we got another shit post. What gave it away?
What's in the box?
What gave it away? All right. This one is from Nurture You Health. Nurture You _health. I swear these have to be all spam accounts because who chooses that? Nurture Your Health? Nurture You _health. These are bullshit fucking accounts. Such fucking bullshit. The picture that they're sharing is says, stop telling people that their weight loss makes them look better. What if it does? What if you're proud of them for actually taking care of their health? What is wrong? Why is everyone so anti-health? People keep on trying to talk about fat shaming like that's really the issue. Fit shaming is the issue. People that get shit on for taking care of their health. Oh, someone's trying to do better. That's what everyone's trying to do. Everyone's trying to level the playing field. This whole fucking movement, these wokesters just want equal outcome. They want everyone to be the same. Everyone to be so righteous, everyone to be so even. No one's right. You have to protect everyone's feelings and you can't look better than someone else. If someone's fat and you're not fat, it can't be because you take care of their health. Health can't be different. We're all the same. Just because I'm obese and you're lean and ripped doesn't mean that you're healthier than me. That's diet culture. That's not fucking facts and science and just evidence. No one can have anything better. No one can actually strive for something that is admirable. No one can strive for a healthier life. No one can perform better than someone else. We're not equal. Humans are not equal. Some people are better at certain things than others. We're not equal. It's never going to be equal. It just isn't. People have different skills, different interests, different passions. Allow people to strive for better, but it doesn't change the fact that being obese is a major health risk. We just see that. Science, evidence, we see it all the time. There's a reason why people that are obese have a real rough time with COVID. It's not magic. It's not a mystery. It's not a mystery. Why do you think obesity? Why do you think it's called morbid obesity? Because you could be so fucking fat you die. I'm sorry, do these facts offend you? Whoopsies. Welcome to Earth. Welcome to reality. Thanks for joining us. I'm your host, Papa the Reality Podcast.
Matt Damon.
Silly fucking people. All right, so here's the shit post caption. Nurture you _health says, please, it's not a compliment and it's not supportive. You're pretty much telling them that they looked bad when they were in a larger body and they are more worthy now that they have deprived themselves. Pretty cruel, in my opinion. Please, it's not a compliment and it's not supportive. You're telling them that they looked bad when they were in a larger body. Maybe they did. Maybe looking at someone who's morbidly obese doesn't look healthy. It's not a good look. Oh my God, look at that person almost dying. Oh my God. Well, they still look good. The fuck are you talking about? They're more worthy now than they have deprived themselves. Deprived themselves. You can't call it deprivation when you're cutting down on the excess. It's not deprivation when they're eating full meals, when they're eating quality food, when they're not eating to excess. You're not being deprived of, you're being deprived of excess? You fortunate motherfucker. You first world fucking problems. First world problems. They're more worthy now that they have deprived themselves of extra calories, of thousands and thousands of extra calories. They're depriving themselves of the extra shit that they didn't fucking need. That's not deprivation. That's called discipline and not being addicted to shit fucking foods and making better lifestyle choices. It can also be very triggering to people with eating disorders or people in recovery. Then whoopsies, all those people that in your circle that have eating disorders, all those people that are in recovery. Well, then they need to fortify themselves. If they're in recovery, then they need to be aware that they're in recovery and they're going to filter things differently. Cool. They need to be a strong individual and handle their shit. I love it. It can also be very triggering. Okay. I see this on TikTok. I see this everywhere. I see this with any kind of like fast movement. Everyone's like, we need trigger warnings because you have flashes. It might cause epilepsy, or you can't put this because it might trigger someone. Look, if you have epilepsy, you get seizures, you shouldn't be on TikTok, okay? You shouldn't be just scrolling randomly through fucking social media apps. If you have hardcore eating disorders to the point where it's that big of a fucking deal, you shouldn't just be scrolling through social media. Seriously, just like if you're an alcoholic, you shouldn't be going out and hanging out in bars. Just a thought. Don't put yourself in environments where you're going to be at risk for that shit, or you deal with it. You fucking deal with it. Seriously.
How dare you?
You can't prevent everyone from everything. Why is everyone so fucking fragile right now? Seriously. Why does everyone need to be protected? Deal with it. It's a risk. If you go online, you might see some shit you don't want to fucking see. I see shit I don't want to see all the time. I'll scroll on TikTok and I'll see someone, I'm like, oh God, get out of my face. I'll see some chick that should not be doing what she's doing that makes me nauseous. Okay, I don't know. You should put a trigger warning because you're ugly as fuck. Look, you have to understand what you're dealing with. Don't put yourself in situations if you assume the risk. If you get in a car, you're assuming the risk of potentially getting into an accident, whether or not it's your fault. Yeah, that's a great way to say it, Jeff. Anyway, let's continue this. Instead, you can compliment someone's strength, confidence, happiness, hard work, or talents. No, that is bullshit. Because if you say, oh, you're so strong, congratulations for losing weight, you're so strong, your confidence, then they're going to complain, well, just because I lost weight doesn't mean that instills confidence. You're being fat phobic to say that I lost weight for my confidence. I was confident before. It's not enough. It's not enough. This is bullshit. That's what they say now. And then, no, they just want you to fucking bend a knee and do as I say. Get the fuck out of here. Bullshit. Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
You can't compliment people. We already been through that. It's not good enough. You know that. You know it's not good enough. Jeff said, it's your recovery, not everyone else recovering from you. Well, I have to recover from that fucking post. I'll tell you that much. Beth, remember when there were no warning labels? Yeah, I remember when you were a kid and you're like, oh, what are you going to do? Sweetie, go play by the outlet. Okay, mama. You went over there, just poke the outlet, right? Yeah. You take the spray bottle and you go by the outlet and you go have some fun. Don't do it. Heather B. Hey, you look great. How dare you? Do better.
How dare you?
How dare you? 666 Blasikan. When people are obese, it isn't just their bellies that look worse, their face is more wrinkled and swollen. And it's really noticeable when someone is having a hard time doing basic movements like walking. Yeah, and again, all my content, I know you're here. I know all of you are here. Some of you are overweight. Some of you are probably obese too. This is not hateful. This is just ridiculous. I'm just raging on the rhetoric that is trying to justify and change the reality that this is a healthy thing. It's not healthy. I want you to take control of your health. If you're overweight and obese, fine. You weren't taught properly. Look at all this evidence and all these resources that are trying to keep you fat. They're trying to keep you sick. You have to take personal responsibility and do it yourself. You can't wait for anyone else to do this because school is not going to educate you. It's not going to educate your kids. You're not going to see this from the government. You're going to see this on the news. Oh, get exercise. Take care of your health. Nope. Stay inside. Stay inside. Don't do anything. Quarantine 15. It's okay. Stay inside. Live in fear. Be careful. No, just stay inside and hide. Stay inside all winter. Close the gyms. You can't go to the gym. It's so dangerous. So now everyone's just going to get sicker and sicker and fatter and fucking fatter. Seriously, this time of year, holidays, people are already stressed out because of the election, because of the economy. Now, stay inside during the holiday season when we're already talking about for months, for like 2 months already, talking about fuck your resolution. Start now. Don't gain extra weight, eating shit around the holidays. Now, people are going to be doing the same kind of shit, eating to escape their fucking feelings and their despair. And they're going to be getting less exercise because now things are locked down. It's cold and all this fucking shit. People are going to get so sick. Scary. This is going to be a bad one. This is not going to turn out well. Beth Morrison. Papa Swolio, serious comment on this. People have no gut instinct anymore. Can we get into a philosophical discussion about how everyone's gut micro or everyone's gut biome, I'm assuming, is fucked up from eating shit so they don't know what to actually be afraid of? You just said a lot there. I mean, that has to be like explained more. But everyone's fucked up from the ground up. Mental health is directly related to what you consume. People's mental health is shit. What they eat is shit. Think about it. People eat so much garbage, they don't even realize that they're bloating from the garbage that they eat. People eat so much shit all the time that it's normal to them. The way they feel is normal. Those of you that have done, I mean, Beth, you might have done an elimination diet, but that's legit. You do an elimination diet, you realize, wow, I was eating all this crap. This is what I was eating all the fucking time. Yeah. You were eating all that shit all the time. And it felt normal to you until you cut it out and then you realize, wow, that makes me literally retch on the ground and feel miserable. But your body has been defending itself against the foods that you eat all the time for so long, you didn't even realize how bad it was. Michelle, hey fam, nice to be here with you all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We all know there's a big difference between having a fat body, being overweight, and having a fat mindset, being fat and not wanting to be better. Hashtag no excuses. I agree. I agree. Let's see. We got a couple. We'll save that for tomorrow because that one's just stupid. We're done for the day. We're done for that. We're done for that. All right, let's follow this up with some more. Got a couple good juicy ones. Let's see here. Let's see what we got here. Remember hashtag FEF in the comments?
What's in the box?
This one's from Dawn, brand new member of the fam. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's up, D? Hey, Swole fam, I've decided there's no need for me to move forward unless I first do the elimination diet. So I'm in desperate need of ideas. I am hopeless in the kitchen. I need ideas for seasonings or spices. And if you've got any recipes that were game changers for you, I would love any help I can get. Thanks, fam. Well, you got the entire elimination diet, the whole jumpstart, everything broken down for you in the kitchen, plus tons and tons, hundreds of recipes. So you got all that in the kitchen. So you're straight. You're straight. You already got what you need. I mean, I don't think you've just gone through all the content yet. You're not in desperate need of ideas. It's all broken down there for you. You got plenty of options. Just make sure that your recipes fit with what you're eliminating. It's very simple. You're not using a lot of seasonings. You're not using a lot of spices with good purpose. You don't want to. You're not supposed to be using tons of pepper and all this kind of stuff because that can definitely fuck up your gut. So that's what the elimination diet is. You're cutting out a lot of things in order to test. So make sure that you are definitely not overdoing spices because oftentimes those things can cause a lot of issues with people. So be cautious, be strict, and it's important. This is a learning process. Remember, it's a tool. It's a tool. The elimination diet's not a weight loss diet. This is you're experimenting to figure out which foods work best for you. And the cleaner that you do it and the more deliberate that you do it, the more accurate results will be. So definitely salt. I would say a quality sea salt, and that's it for the most part. Yeah, I know a lot of you are dropping all these different seasonings in the comments. I would avoid a lot of those. You want to stay away from peppers because all those things you're testing. You really don't want to be putting a lot of those different types of seasonings on your foods for the elimination diet. And in general, to be honest, a lot of those plant-based seasonings can cause a lot of problems for people. So you want Celtic sea salt, really, and then that's going to be mostly about it, especially with the elimination diet. So, Javon, what's up, Jay? Welcome to the fam. But it's up to you. It's up to you. That's just the fundamental mindset of the elimination diet. Excuse me. All right. Hey, fam. I have had a lot of tough things to deal with over the past few days and just woke up at 3 this morning and I couldn't go back to sleep. Decided to come downstairs and do some Swolga and brain gains to help me reset. And this is what I learned. Swolga plus brain gains equals a better me. I am also glad that I can come here and interact with all of you. This is by far the most positive and uplifting group I've ever been a part of. Thank you. Stay swole fam. Hashtag swole fam. Oh, I appreciate that. Thanks, Jay. Awesome. I'm so glad to hear it. And just getting back to the elimination diet. Remember, whatever you eliminate is what you're testing. So obviously, if you don't eliminate it, then it's not going to be testing that ingredient. So just keep it really simple. That's my recommendation, because if you're going to do the elimination diet, you're doing that for a test. You're not going to stay on the elimination forever, but you might. You're going to stay on some kind of your own. It's going to be your own elimination. It's going to be your own customizable diet. So you're just trying to reset in a big way. So just follow the instructions, stay vigilant, stay consistent, be easy on yourself, right? You're going to have to adjust and adapt as you go through. So awesome, Jay. And that was just some follow-up with the elimination. Let's talk to Julie. Julie says, I spoke with the doctor yesterday and my heart is officially healthy. That's what I like to hear. Consistent, patient, incremental increases were the key to returning to badassery after COVID. Remember that even with mild symptoms, one has to be very careful returning to exercise after having COVID. Be aware of the risks when you feel the urge to hit the gym or the road again. XO Julie. Oh, I'm so glad you're feeling better. And that's one of the issues, the problem with COVID. And when I talk about the lockdowns and stuff, I'm not trying to minimize the risks of COVID. It's very contagious and most, if not everyone, will eventually probably get it. But at the same time, we do have, it's, people always use the death rate. Okay, well, just because you don't die doesn't mean you're not going to have issues. You could have respiratory issues. Some people have long-lasting symptoms. We've read some of those stories here before. So you just got to take care of your health, because if and when you do get it, you want to make sure you have your defenses high enough. So if you do have any symptoms or any issues, it's minimized. You're going to have a much lower risk. And we're still figuring out why some people have really serious outcomes, even if they do take care of themselves. And even if they aren't within those general ranges where they're higher risk, why some people have a rougher go with it. But I'm glad to hear And the Swole fam, I'm sure I can speak for the Swole fam. We're all glad that you are doing well. But it's good advice. Just make sure any kind of flu. I'm not saying the COVID's the flu, but when I had the flu back in college, I remember it took like 2 or 3 weeks. I would go to the gym and I was like 135 on the bar and I could barely rep it. It was so fucking heavy. But it wasn't heavy. I was weak and I felt like I was pushing hard, but it was barely moving. I was like, oh God. And then all of a sudden, like it was like 3 more days. I was like super weak for like a few days. Or it was like 2 weeks after I barely lifted anything. And then all of a sudden the following week, all of a sudden my strength just came right back. So it's very common to be weak after you have the flu or something like that. You know, I'm sure COVID is very similar to that kind of effect where you might be weaker afterwards, but you can all speak. If you've had it in the comments, you can follow up with that. Be smart, be safe. What's up, Nathan? Papa Swolio, is it ideal to meditate if you wake up in the middle of the night and can't fall back to sleep? Is it ideal? It's an option. You could definitely do it. I would recommend it better than doing jumping jacks, right? I think some people might benefit from doing meditation twice a day rather than doing 20 minutes one time, do 10 minutes twice, or do 5 minutes before you go to sleep. You certainly can. Anything to help you go back to sleep would be a good idea. And if you wake up in the middle of the night, don't be like blasting your eye holes with blue light. You want to be careful, like have your phone all the way down, you know, take out the blue light, just be careful. You don't wake yourself up too much, but sure, you could definitely do that. Awesome stuff. All right, fam. We got some good advice here. Michelle, take vitamin D, sea fish oil, magnesium, and a multivitamin. Get sunlight and exercise. Your food makes a difference. Take care of yourself. I agree. Josh, I'm doing a 5-minute brain gain in the morning and then 10-minute at night. Excellent. Excellent. Annika, I use my rosemary bush, salt, pepper, and butter. It's definitely an option. It's definitely an option to do the brain gains in the middle of the night. If you wake up and you have trouble falling back asleep, for sure, I would definitely give it a shot. You might like it. It might help you go. It might help you really punch back out. All right, very nice. All right, we got a sexy beach here, fam. We got a sexy beach. We got some fucking feff here. I mean, we do. Scrolling back down. Oh, what up? Destiny. It was your destiny to win the card. Congratulations. Congratulations. Destiny Crick Simpson, the DCS. Congratulations, Destiny. You are the winner of today's Swole card. Everyone say congratulations, Destiny. Very nice.
It's a fucking Catalina wine.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Congratulations for winning today's Swole card. Make sure you send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 1659 in the subject, your mailing address in the body of the email, and we'll send you this feff. Tess not included. She's a sexy little beach, this Tessie. Congratulations, Destiny. Make sure you send us that email and all the deets, and we'll get you that Swole card. Destiny's a cool name. Destiny to the main stage. Destiny to the main stage. You're very welcome. Oh, where we go? There we go. You're very welcome. You shall have some feff. All right, congratulations to Destiny. And let me take this card. Can I have this? Destiny needs the card. Can I have it? Yeah? Okay. All right, I gotta send this away. No. It's getting kind of ridiculous. Tessie, what's going on with your hair, baby girl? That's a hot fucking mess. She's got that. You see that? She's got that nut hair. She's got the nut hair. All right, Tessie. All right, little Tess. We gotta put you back on the nut there, lassie. Be a good girl. Gotta stay warm for the winter time. Papa's gotta get his pump on. It's time to get fucking uked. Alright. Thank you for joining me. 1659. Yeah. Oh, nailed it. Getting better at this, hold on. All right, thank you so much, everyone, for joining me for episode 1659 of the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gangcast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps now. All right, I know you want me. I know you want me to be here all day. I'm sure we could probably just do like a 5-hour live stream, but everyone's leaving already. Everyone's leaving. Oh, he's done. He's done. It's over. You want more? Should we start doing like 4-hour Swolecast, 3-hour Swolecast? There's no way you would listen to 3 hours every day. Come on, it's still long. Anyway, we got a great show today, so I hope you enjoyed it. Congratulations, Destiny, for the winner. Remember, anyone that is not yet a member, we got early access to Black Swole. Like I said, I launched everything early. If you have friends, you have family, people that are looking to get their Swole on, make sure you send them to Swolenormous X. It's the best time of year to get started because we got winter's coming. You're probably dealing with it. Gyms are closing down, all this kind of stuff. Oh my God. A lot of people are trying to keep you from the gains. Make sure you plug into the Swole fam. We got a lot of awesome stuff this season. I promise we are going to keep on crushing it. Swole fam doesn't quit. Can't lock down Papa and the fam. Can't lock down Papa and the fam. It's impossible. Yes, summon the Falcon. Summon the Falcon. Falcon, maybe you can go over to all these governors and peck out their fucking eyeballs for closing the gym for my peeps. Worldwide, just send the Falcon around. Just a homing Falcon. Anyway, so make sure you check out swolenormousx.com. And also, if you have not yet left a review, subscribe to the podcast at The Daily Swole, Apple Podcast, Spotify. Go leave a review if you enjoy the podcast on Apple Podcast. Make sure you go leave a review. Makes a big deal, a big diff. And I'll see you all over there in the Swole fam. And, yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is Swole Saturday. Ooh, Swole Slut Saturday. Wasn't it Swole Sluts? I feel like it was Swole Slut Saturday. I don't want to say it was just, it feels like it was just Swole Slut Saturday last week. God, it feels like it was just yesterday. These weeks are going so fast, aren't they? It's ridiculous. It's crazy as time is going so fast. For me, it just feels like it's a blur. It's a blur. Remember we just did episode 1600. That was 2 months ago. That was 2 months ago. 2 months ago. It's already 1660. Bro.
I'm going to put my nutsack on your drum set.
Yeah, so Swole Slut Saturday, bring out all the Swole Sluts. Remember also, check out swolenormousapparel.com. Get your Swole Slut gear. Anyway, we'll see you tomorrow. Peace, McGeese, deuce, Magoose, ya boy, Papa Swolio. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
Then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you relevant. On topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element. No